Brock Purdy, how do you relate to the situation that he's in right now?
I think I relate a little bit. I never like to do. I think too often we kind of try to always compare everybody's story, where everybody's story's a little bit different. But the way I look at it is, I've actually been following Brock for a while. He's a young kid that grew up in Arizona, so I knew his Arizona ties, which is where I reside now. He obviously played in Iowa. So I'm always trying to follow the teams to a degree back there. I love what Coach Campbell did at Iowa State, so we followed their program. So I watched him play a lot. My son, Cade, was playing at K-State, so they played him, the last couple of years. So I've followed Brock a lot along the way. And, so when I watch him play, I'm not surprised and in awe of it like a lot of people. And, whether that's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know. But he played a lot of football in college, and he was a guy that played the position the right way, could process information, wasn't going to wow you necessarily with anything he did physically, but he was going to play the position. And that's exactly what he's doing now. He finds himself in a great situation with a lot of talent around him, which is, to me, never a knock. And now you got to go in and you have to do your job. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing his job. He's making plays. It's not just like, he's just back there, anybody could do it. He's making plays for them. He's making reads, but it doesn't have to wow you. And that's what I've always believed. If you know how to play the position and you've played that the way your entire life, you get into the NFL, you can play that way and have success. And that's where Brock is right now. And so I love that he found himself a great situation with a lot of talent, so he didn't have to step in and try to carry a team or be more than he is right now, as a rookie player. But at the same time, he's playing, in that system very, very well. He seems to fit that system very well, and that's probably where I can connect the most. Is when I got with the Rams, I was surrounded by a lot of talent as well, but I was in a system that played to my strengths. And, my strengths were throwing the ball down the field and attacking. And, we threw the ball 35, 40 times a game. It was just kind of the makeup that I had. And so I found myself in a great system with talented players. I think Brock has found himself in a system that makes sense to him, surrounded by great players. And he's been able to go in and do what he's capable of doing very quickly. And so it's been fun to watch. But unlike a lot of people, I kind of knew a little bit about Brock, and I'm not nearly as surprised as a lot of people are.
So do you believe there's been too much hype then associated with him?
Too much hype? I don't think there's ever too much hype when you've got, guys that play good football first, whether they're rookies or veterans. If they're playing good football, if they're winning football games, I don't think there's ever too much hype because that's what the game is all about. And, the fact that he is a rookie. I mean, we've seen a lot of rookies come in and, have their struggles. And so to see a rookie come in, again, all the stuff, we want to point to all the stuff around, but it doesn't matter to me. If I can watch the film and see a guy process information and do the right thing with the football and not make a bunch of mistakes where I'm like, I don't have any idea what he was doing or what he was looking at. If you can just play the position well, I think it's impressive for a young guy that I know didn't practice a whole lot, that they weren't really planning on using him with Trey and Jimmy, to get thrown in there and to have played as consistently well as he has. I don't think we're overhyping it. Just to me, I think he came out of nowhere for a lot of people, and that's why I think there's even more hype when I'm sure for Brock and for people that knew him are just saying, well, we don't have to overhype it that way. We knew this kid could play, and he's just showing you on the biggest stage.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.